choking, but pollution is not a political emergency yet. Not because it isn't deadly, but because it doesn't win elections. So, welcome back to Mr. Bean, where curiosity meets clarity. Here we are back again with yet another video on a hot and spicy topic. Now let's take a deep breath and ask yourself honestly, is the air you are breathing today safe? If you live in Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow, Mumbai, or even some other small city, you already know the answer. Here is the strange part that India loses lakhs of people every year due to pollution, but pollution is still never a main election issue. Why? Today, let's talk about the real reason pollution is not a priority for Indian governments, not emotionally or politically or electorally. This video may make you uncomfortable, but it will definitely make you think. Recently, our Minister of State for Environment and Climate Change recently said that there is no direct correlation between higher air quality index levels and lung disease, with no such conclusive data to establish such a link. Let's start with a simple truth. In India, science doesn't decide priorities, but elections do. Imagine two announcements before elections. The first is that each household will get 10,000 cash directly to the family, and the second would be that we will improve air quality over the next 10 years. Which one will get votes? Believe me, most of Indian Janata, which consists of poor people and middle class, which is a major chunk of our population, would care about money transfer. And the reason is simple. That 10,000 would be immediate, it would be visible, and it would be a tangible asset. Whereas clean air is long term, it will be invisible and it will be slow for sure. Most voters, especially poor and middle class, feel that pollution is bad, but today I need money or job or ration. Believe me, this is not stupidity, guys, this is just survival. And politicians, they simply respond to what wins today, not what saves tomorrow. Now let's have a look at foreign countries, be it Europe, US, or even China. They treat pollution seriously because public pressure is so intense. Emotional environmental lawsuits are very common. Media treats pollution like a national emergency there, and government lose elections if they fail. Whereas in India, people complain, people tweet, people curse the government, but they don't vote based on pollution. Let me ask you honestly, when was the last time you voted only because of air or water quality? Exactly, you've got the answer. No Indian government, state or center has ever lost power mainly because of pollution. So politically, pollution never becomes urgent. Indian politics lives inside a dangerous lie. First remove poverty, then think about environment. Let me tell you what government fear most about. Closing polluting factories would simply mean jobs lost. Strict rules would simply mean business anger, and higher fuel prices would mean public outrage. And this is how pollution is always postponed. Foreign countries polluted heavily first, became rich, and then cleaned up. And what India is trying to do? Growing fast, creating jobs, staying cheap, and clean environment. Believe me, this requires a long-term thinking and political courage, but elections are every 5 years. And courage is very much risky here. Okay? So much is on stake. Let's discuss who suffers most from pollution. Just think about it, guys. According to me, children, elderly, urban poor, daily wage workers. These people don't form strong pressure groups. They don't fund elections campaigns. They don't dominate TV debates. Now compare this a lot of people with another group, which is builders or industries or transport unions and contractors. Their voices are much louder, their money is bigger, and their pressure is stronger. Politics listens to power, not pain. Pollution kills silently, not dramatically. Pollution kills through asthma, heart attacks, cancer, reduced life expectancy, but it kills slowly. There is no like some sort of explosion, there is nothing like some attack, and there is nothing some dramatic day. No breaking news saying pollution killed 5,000 today. So emotionally and politically, it feels less urgent. Even though pollution kills more people than terrorism, accidents, and many diseases combined, silent deaths don't create headlines, and headlines drive actions. Now let me prove that how fragmented responsibility is equal to no accountability at all. And this is one of the most important problem in India. When we talk about air, the responsibility simply goes to center and state. Responsibility for water simply goes to state and local bodies. Responsibility for waste goes to municipal corporations. But results? Everyone blames everyone else. State says that center didn't help. Center says states didn't implement, and municipality simply says that we don't have any funds. So nobody is fully responsible and nobody is punished. In many foreign countries, authority is clear and so is accountability. Politicians love numbers they can show. 10,000 transferred, free cylinders given, or free electricity units. They can say, look what we have given you. But how will you explain that PM 2.5 reduced by 20% in 5 years? There is no emotional punch, no instant gratitude. Clean air doesn't feel like a gift, but freebies do. Pollution becomes news only when Delhi chokes, or Supreme Court intervenes, or some foreign media embarrasses us. Rest of the year, silence. Whereas in other countries, media pressure is constant. Civil society is very much aggressive. Environmental failure is political shame. In India, pollution is seasonal news, not daily reality. Now the uncomfortable truth is that Indian government don't ignore pollution because they are ignorant. They ignore it because people does not yet threaten their power. 10,000 can win an election, clean air can save our generation. But democracies respond to votes, not logic. If pollution ever becomes a voting issue, India's air will change overnight. Until then, we keep breathing hope, not oxygen. If this video made you think, then like, share, comment, and ask yourself, will pollution ever decide my vote? Question mark. Thank you.